All right. So Elon claims to be backing JD Vance. Now, nothing wrong with that. You're a horrible person. He's a horrible person. Put your horrible together. Because he may give up on the whole American Party thing because it's not getting off the ground. Now, I did see in his other readings that there's one guy. This whole thing, because again, he doesn't want his own party. He wants a toy to play with and to be a thorn in the backside of people. But I did see in those readings, though, about his America Party, there's one guy that he wants to promote. And there's one guy that he would promote. So, his arch nemesis is Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon hates Elon Musk, and Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure, is not so fond of Steve Bannon. Steve Bannon is claiming that he's going to run for president because JD Vance is too weak, and now Elon Musk is like, hey, JD Vance, can I back you? It worked for the Dawn, so Elon, will he back JD Vance? Let's start there. Will he back JD Vance? I heard, cover your ears if you're sensitive, I heard somebody yell at him in one of them protests, hey, couch fucker, and I fell out. What in the world? So these people on this planet just ain't got no chill sometimes, and I love it. I really do. Okay. The Nine of Swords. There's worry. The Five of Wands about conflict. So I don't know. Maybe he'll be torn between the moon and New York City on that one. So there's something where when we get closer to the time, there may be another person that looks a little better. The Six of Swords, there may be a transition away from Vance to someone else. The Four of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. I don't know if it's him, though. It's not looking like it's going to be him. Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands, it may be somebody with a female VP. I would say a female, but Republicans are not going to vote for a female. But maybe a female VP. Now, it could be a female. I mean, because that's what this would say. Because the Four of Wands would be that administration, and then there's a woman here. But I don't know. I don't have faith that the Republicans would nominate a woman to be their nominee. The Two of Cups, as far as backing JD Vance, in the word of warning is the deal. Two of Cups would be great if it was like your first card or your last card. I would say, yes, they're going for it, but your word of warning is the deal being made. It seems like it's not going to be struck. The High Priestess wanting that information. The Nine of Cups, pie in the sky, and the Ace of Cups is a new person. I don't know if it's going to be him. I don't think it's going to be him, but, you know, he is the name right now, but that could change. Ten of Cups. Okay. Ten of Cups could be a former Democrat. Not current, former. So let's see. JD Vance, do you have a chance? How do I want to ask that? I don't want to say do you have a chance at being president, because Donald Trump didn't either. So keep that in mind. Do you have a chance at being president with the backing of Elon Trump? Elon Trump. Elon Musk. Do you have a chance at being president with the backing of Elon Musk? The Ace of Wands, yes, if an action is taken. The Knight of Swords, there's your hero. The Hermit, set to wander, and the Sun, that's also a yes. The Eight of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles, yes. If you have some sort of collaboration with him, you do have a chance. So, will JD Vance be president in 2028? Elected president in 2028, because he still could be there as president if something were to happen, because 2028 is not necessarily 2029. So 2028, will you be elected president of the United States? Hold your breath here. Will you be elected president of the United States? Page of Cups, surprise. The Ace of Swords is a victory, but it's informational. The Ten of Cups, there's support, and the Nine of Wands is pressured. The word of warning is the Seven of Pentacles, which is votes, and the Five of Swords, which means defeat. And in the end, there is the Ace of Wands and the Judgment. So if you're going to, he could be president if they did it the way it was before. So it'd be yes. The Judgment card is a resurrection of events. And so we know what those events are. And so he could do it, but you need a resurrection of events, because in the warning is votes and defeat. He wouldn't get votes. He'd have to win it some other way. That would be your votes, and here's your defeat. Ace of Wands and the Judgment. So, now the question lies, will we have a fair and free of corruption election for 2028? No, not free of corruption, because there's corruption everywhere. Will they successfully repeat the events of the past? Let me ask that way. Elon Musk and his collaborators. Will they repeat the events of the past successfully, changing votes and whatnot? We start with the Justice and the Queen of Swords. Between now and 2028, there may be some lawsuits about that, so it may not be as easy to do this time. The Four of Wands influenced Queen of Cups. There's a woman here. She is in the house. She is leading the charge on something there. The Hangman, the Word of Warning, and the Hermit. It depends. Perspective change, the Hermit. When you find your answers, you have to act upon them. And then the Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Will it be free of corruption? No, I asked. Would we have a successful repeat of the events of the past? No. Because that is the only way that JD Vance can win. Well, that's the only way any of them are going to win. But with the Two of Pentacles, that's multitasking. That's also trying to balance things. And the Five of Wands is politics and conflict. And so what you're going to end up with is people eyeing the system. The Queen of Swords and the Justice card. They're going to be looking into the way it was done before and trying to recognize the patterns. So let me ask again this way. Will the election be secure? Will it be secure? Three cards. The Nine of Wands, pressured, not everywhere. High Priestess and the Death card, not everywhere. Some places yes, some places no. But it's not some swing state, change all the votes type of thing, I don't think. So let's ask it this way. Who will win the presidential election? A Democrat, a Republican, or an other? A Democrat, a Republican, or an other? Hangman, we shall see. The World, and the Three of Wands. Don't know yet. Because with the Hangman requires an action. And so the world is still on the precipice of what to do next or what happens next, or what you see right now determines what you see next. And so the hangman is a perspective change, but only after enlightenment. So once you are enlightened, as in here's how they cheated and here's how to stop it, then you must take an action. The world is a card of lessons being learned, not learning lessons. Lessons being learned, which means you have now got the knowledge from here and you have learned that lesson. Move on to the next thing. The Three of Wands means anticipation and waiting to see. So Democrats know what they need to do. They just need to do it. The Emperor. So we shall see.